Hello everyone, this is Tuhina and I'm from a small town in India, and yes, I am in my 50s, and yes, I am an army. So people ask me about, many a times I get this question because there are not many elder armies in India. So I get this question very often as to what got you into this fandom. And my journey gravitating towards BTS was not something that happened in an instant or something like that. I had just started to watch K dramas. I think it was about 5 years back in 2018 or so. And then a few of my students, when they came to know that I was watching K dramas, they asked me if I was also watching K-pop. And I said, no, I don't have any idea about them. So they said, but you must listen to this group, which is BTS, and I think you will enjoy their songs. So I said, okay, fine, but I did not listen to them at that time. Then a few days later, my daughter came home and she was like, oh, have you heard of this amazing K-pop band? And I asked her, are you talking about BTS? And she says, how do you know it? And I said, oh, some of my few of my students, they were also talking about them. So she said, okay, let me show you their videos. And I think at that time, Idol was released. So she showed me that video. And I was very amazed by their costume, the brightness, and the beats of the music. I was very impressed by that. But still, I was not very keen on getting to know them better. And I kept on confusing because why is their hair like that? And it was a totally different genre for me. And I was like, okay, fine, it is different, but nothing very stimulating for me. Yes, I enjoyed their music. And then my daughter said, okay, fine, if you don't want to listen to their music, it's okay. Just watch how they behave. Just watch their videos. And I was like, what kind of videos? So she started showing me Run BTS episodes. And I really started to enjoy them a lot. And then I gradually started to recognize them and identify them. And she said, don't worry, it happens with everyone. And it's okay if you're not able to recognize all of them. And then one fine day I was just going through this YouTube, and one of the recommendations that came up to me was Blood, Sweat and Tears, and I watched that music video and I was very, very impressed. I don't know where it hit me, but something moved inside me and I was like, this music is different somehow. And then I heard Jimin's Serendipity during that time. And that was the song which got me hooked on to BTS. And I was very, very, very amazed by that song because it was like I don't know how it moved me, but I was incredibly impressed by that song. So much so that I tried to memorize a few lines of it and sang it for my children on Children's Day in school in 2018 November. And the children were so impressed and they were so amazed that one of their teachers is singing K-pop. And I found an immediate connection with them, which helped me a lot because I'm also the school counselor. So I always wanted the children to connect to me well so that they can share about whatever worries them with me freely. And that was the day when the bond really began, and I was very, very happy with the way things were going, and I gradually started to develop interest and I started to watch their videos. And then I heard Jimin's Promise when it was released, and again I connected to that somewhere very deeply. By this time I was able to identify almost all of them, And this promise, it touched me very deeply, and I just tried to sing the song. And in the meantime, my daughter had added me to a few groups on WhatsApp where they were all ARMYs, and they talked about BTS, and I and my daughter, we discussed about BTS whenever we found an opportunity, and it made us feel very happy. We were able to connect, and it was fun fangirling together. And both of us had our bias as Jimin, though we love all of them. But as I say, Jimin is just 0.1234567% more dear to me. Then I just recorded it and I posted it in the group, and everybody was like, "You are good, this is good, and you know what, you should post that as a K-pop entry." And I was like, "What? K-pop entry at my age?" So that's not for people our age. So they said, "See, the age is not a bar. We are not asking you to compete. We are just asking you to post the songs so that others can get inspired by you." Because people often say that K-pop is for girls and stuff like that. So I said, "Okay, fine, let us do that." And when I posted my video, I got such an amazing response. So many people messaged me, and they said that this is for the first time that we are hearing someone who is of an older generation singing K-pop. And please keep going, ma'am. And we love the way you bring so much of freshness and value to this fandom. And that is what impressed me a lot, and that is what moved me a lot. And then I decided to learn Korean so that I can keep on improving in my songs. So I'm still learning Korean, and I have covered on more than 50 BTS songs now. All of them are there on my YouTube channel. And other than BTS also, I have covered a lot of a few of other K-pop groups. But I continue to learn Korean, and I love the language. What BTS taught me was that there are many hidden potentials inside us, and until and unless we dare to venture out ahead, we won't be able to know what lies ahead and what all we can do. So I had never thought that I would be singing in a language which is like totally alien to me, and I just learnt it by hearing, and that gave me the confidence to go ahead and attempt singing in other languages. And now I have sung in more than 12-13 international languages, and I don't know those languages. I just learn by listening. And that gives me a lot of confidence, because they taught me that if you set your mind to something, you can achieve it. You can do that. So the connect with me is a very difficult to explain, because it's like it's not just a fandom kind of a thing. When I listen to them, at times I can sense what they are thinking. At times I can guess what is going to happen. So I don't know what type of connection that means. I know many people feel that way, but even though I don't keep a track of all their movements every day, what is happening, yes, I am aware of the albums being released and the programs that they are going to, or the concerts that are happening, but I'm not very prompt with keeping myself updated with all the happenings is there. It's just like they are there, and that is enough for me. And that's why when some people say that, how do you feel that they are going to military and we are going to miss them? And I'm like, why should we miss them? They are a part of our lives, and I'm sure the company has made innumerable videos of them, and they can keep feeding us tidbits about them that makes us feel connected. But it's not just the videos or the content that they post which helps us to connect with them. I think that with many armies, it's like they seem like family. They are like an extension of our family, because they are, what I found incredibly amazing about them is that they are very honest. They speak openly about their fears, about their shortcomings, and that's why they come across as very human. This human thing is what attracts me to them a lot, because I feel that if you are able to at least think that you are on a journey where you are trying to understand yourself and keep getting better and better, there is always going to be a scope of improvement in you, and you are always going to cross so many barriers which you have not even dreamt of. So when I have my students who talk about BTS and they are just simply fangirling over them, and it's about looks and about how they dress up and things like that, I keep telling them BTS is not just about their looks and about the clothes that they wear or the persona that they present over in front of the public or in their events. It has a lot to do about following your passion and working hard for it. And even when there were times when they thought that they would give up, still somehow they kept on going, and that is why they have achieved these great heights. The fandom also can be very overwhelming at times for the members. I understand that. So it's our responsibility to let them live their lives and treat them as humans. I know it's difficult because we hold them in such high esteem that it is difficult for us to understand and realize that they are also human beings. They also need their own world. When I became an ARMY, as I said, I got a lot of appreciation, but there were also people who said that आंटी जी आप रहने दीजिए, ये सब आपकी उम्र के लोगों को शोभा नहीं देता. एंड आई वाज लाइक, बेटे जी आप भी रहने दीजिए, आपको मुझे सुनने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. बहुत सारे लोग हैं जो गाते हैं, आप उनको सुनिए, आप मुझे मत सुनिए. Then there were people like, you should take care of your family and your household, and why are you doing things like a teenage girl? And it's fine. Everybody reacts according to their own sensibilities and according to their own way in which they perceive me. It has nothing to do with the way I perceive myself. And as long as I'm not harming anybody, as long as I feel that I am achieving something new, as long as I feel that I'm improving on myself every day, or just living my life the way I want to, with malice towards none, I'm okay with whatever someone says. So it's their life, it's their choice, it's their opinion. They are free to say and do whatever they want to do. And I'll just continue to do what I do. I featured on NDTV's program where they had a BTS fan wall, and after that a lot of people started to say that I was from one certain group, and I had somehow forced my entry into it. I am not a person with those type of connections. I just live my life peacefully and quietly, teaching my children, singing my songs, and just living my life each day. So anyhow, what people think is their choice. How I live my life is my choice, and that is what I take from them, that no matter what, just keep believing in yourself, and as long as you are satisfied with what you are doing in a day and you go off to sleep with peace in your mind, it's all good. So if you ask me if I have a favorite BTS song, so there are many, but if I say, then I love Christmas Love a lot by Jimin. I don't know, it always makes me feel very emotional. Why? I do not know, but somehow it touches some chord within me. And there are some amazing songs, and you can play on the BTS playlist, and you'll never tire of it. So lots of songs over there which I can listen to again and again and again. Filter, I I learned to play guitar because I wanted to cover Filter on guitar, and I was able to do so. So yes, they inspired me to start, as I said, start learning new things. So I started to learn guitar because of that as well. I'm not very good with that, but still, I'm just continuing with it. So it's I just pray for them to be happy, content in their lives, and keep doing the things they love to do, whether they stay together as a band or not, because no band is like continues for like forever. But as long as the bond that they share, growing up together, facing the challenges together, as long as the bond is there, they can continue to live their independent lives, individual lives as they grow in years, and still feel all those years disappearing whenever they meet with each other, and they are still once again back in their dormitory when they had started, or when they had gone for their first concert together, and whatever their achievements were. So as long as they are doing that, I'm sure they'll be happy and content with their life, and that is what I pray for them. Thank you so much for listening me and hearing me out. Take care everyone. Bye bye. Borahae.